A good Monday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia First Alert Weather Center with your weather update here on your April 14th, 2025. Now, before we get going, first I want to say thank you to any new followers or returning followers back to our page. And if you're not yet officially a follower, what I need you to do is to please go to the link down in the comment section. It's going to take you to our main page right there. And make sure you hit that like button there in the upper right-hand corner. That way you're officially a follower here on the Facebook page. Now, if you're watching us on YouTube, you got to hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. Well, the main story this afternoon is the fact we have abundant sunshine and definitely much warmer temperatures across North Georgia. But don't get used to it. We have a cold front blowing through tomorrow, and it's literally going to blow through. It's going to be quite windy tomorrow afternoon. That's really our main weather story for tomorrow, is just how breezy we're going to get once that front slides through for tomorrow afternoon. But as far as today's concerned, not looking bad. Look at Blairsville, Georgia, looking very nice out there for this afternoon. Abundant blue skies out there. A nice little gentle breeze. See the flag there blowing there in the breeze. But it's going to be turning much windier for tomorrow. So areas down here toward Lake Lanier, if you think it's kind of choppy out there right now, wait till tomorrow afternoon. We're talking about winds getting up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. So I do believe there's a good chance we're going to see a wind advisory that could be issued here for parts of North Georgia for tomorrow afternoon. And I'll show you why here in just a second. Let's go and look at the radar right now. We're all clear out there for the moment. Again, as that front slides through during the early morning hours, I think we might see a few stray showers up here across extreme North Georgia, say from Dalton all the way over toward, say, Clayton. You might see a stray shower or two, but most areas down to the south should remain on the dry side. Now, as we look at our regional radar, again, all clear out there. The story continues to be those warm temperatures. Check out 81 degrees there at the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport right now. 75 degrees up near Dalton. 80 degrees over in Winder. So most areas will be topping out into the 80s this afternoon. The mountains will probably stay in the upper 70s here on your Monday afternoon. Lots of clear skies. That'll continue to be the story into tomorrow as well. We'll call it mostly sunny. We'll have a few clouds around for tomorrow, but noticeably breezy and windier behind this cold front as that slides on through during the morning hours. Now, I'm going to go ahead and look at the latest European model data. I want you to keep a watchful eye on that timestamp there in the upper right-hand corner. We're going to take a look at the next week ahead. I'm going to show you why we're going to stay on mostly on the dry side for the week ahead. And I'm also going to show you those wind gusts projected here for tomorrow afternoon as well. Now, as we're going through this, again, we got this weak front coming on through. Again, couldn't rule out an isolated shower, especially across extreme North Georgia for tomorrow morning. It'll be noticeably cooler. It'll be temperatures mostly in the 60s for most areas for tomorrow afternoon. Then we'll see things begin to slowly moderate as we go into Wednesday and Thursday. And what's going to happen is we go into toward Thursday especially, the wind's going to start shift around from the west. And we get that west wind going into spring and summer. That's usually a big warming wind for us. The other thing I am noticing in here as we go into Thursday and Friday is that we get a little bit of ridging taking place in here. These are lines of equal pressure. And when you see this kind of configuration, we got high pressure. It's kind of nosing back this way. And that's going to keep that precipitation back at bay away from us here as we go through the weekend. So again, watch as we go on through the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be quite warm. In fact, I would say it's going to be almost summer-like, middle 80s even in the North Georgia here, expected for this upcoming weekend. And it looks like the next best chance of rain maybe as we get to the end of this run going in toward Monday. Now, for right now, I'm going to keep the rain chance out for right now. I'm going to see some additional model runs to see if this is going to verify out. But for right now, the rain chances the next 7 days are going to be fairly limited. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the next part of this story is talking about the wind gusts. This is a snapshot look at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You see all this green up in here. So we're talking about winds greater than 35 miles per hour. Here's one up here in Blairsville up to 42 miles per hour. So that's why I do expect we may see a wind advisory for tomorrow. Quite breezy behind this system. In fact, as I go ahead and back this up, you kind of see as the winds kind of come up here during the morning hours especially. So as we go into the morning hours, you see that green getting kind of big there toward 1 o'clock. And then as it starts to settle down just a little bit as we head toward the overnight period there going into Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning. So let's go ahead and look at your forecast maps here as we go ahead and watch you through this. Again, kind of watch as I kind of highlight the frontal systems here coming on through. Again, looking pretty good. So here comes that front coming on through Tuesday morning, quite breezy behind that system. Going to Wednesday, we got high pressure and control there, looking very nice as that high begins to build in across our area. Should set up for a pretty decent day there on Wednesday and Thursday. Temperature is not too bad, but as that high begins to move on off, we're going to see that westerly wind and southerly wind kind of kick on in. Again, you see that ridging taking place right through here, so that's going to keep that precipitation away from us and keep us with above normal temperatures this weekend. Very summer-like in this feel. Going in towards Sunday, and again, keeping us dry going into Monday. Right now, I'm going to keep the rain chance out for right now, but you could see a slight chance of rain returning Monday, especially going into Tuesday. I think Tuesday will definitely be a better chance the way the current models are trending. So let's look at your forecast here for tomorrow. We're going to call for mostly sunny skies, noticeably cooler. Only going to go for high 69 degrees there in in Gainesville. Now, with the coming in during the morning hours, the morning lows are not going to be that bad. So as you look at the morning lows here, mostly in the 50s, low to mid 50s up here to around 60 down toward metro Atlanta. Southwest wind at 10 to 20 is going to shift around into the northwest, 15 up to 30. And of course, up in here across the northeast Georgia areas, we might see the potential for wind advisories in effect, but temperature is going to stay mostly in the 60s. So not a big warm up tomorrow. Breezy, blustery day behind that cold front as that slides on through. Regionally looking like this: Nashville at 66, Memphis at 68, 79 down to Mobile, 79 in Destin. Still holding on to the 80s here along the coast, 84 degrees over into Savannah and into Jacksonville. The rest of your 7-day, again, kind of keeping it kind of cool, 69, 70 in the 40s here for Wednesday morning, mid 40s there on Thursday morning. So the next 3 days, not bad, but a big warm up there back in the mid 80s for Gainesville. That tells you something there. Overnight lows getting around 60, so almost very early summer-like with those temperatures here for the weekend. Again, for right now, I'm going to keep that rain chance out for Monday. May have to reintroduce a slight chance of rain on there depending on how the model trends are for right now. So get ready for a blustery day tomorrow. Again, quite breezy, windy. Again, a big thing is when you're driving and you get those high winds, especially if they're gusting up to 40, 45 miles per hour, just make sure you got both hands firmly on the wheel. It's going to be kind of a blustery day tomorrow, but looks like we're in store for a pretty good weekend, although it's going to be a little bit on the warm side. And you have my permission this weekend, folks. Go ahead and start that planting. My wife and I are already getting all prepped and ready to go. Get your annuals in. Go ahead and get it over with. I think we're done with having any more cold, freezing weather across North Georgia. We're done. Let's go ahead and get that planting season underway. Again, I appreciate everybody helping us out here. Again, the Facebook problems will continue. So for right now, the goal is we have to get back to 10,000 followers. That's important because that's when Facebook considers you quote unquote professional. So we got to get back to the professional level to get all those tools and assets back open to us again on the new Facebook page. So please share this with your family and friends as the goal. We may hit a stumbling block. We may be hitting a little bit of a battle pause right now, but the goal is still for us to be the #1 source for weather information for North Georgia here in 2025, although we may be delayed just a little bit. So help us out here. Make sure you hit that follow button, and please share this with your family and friends. All right, that's your all's update for now. Again, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.